Welcome to Open Mind Industries podcast, The Mind Unleashed. Sit back, relax, and unleash your mind. Hey guys, welcome to The Mind Unleashed, episode 18 of The Mind Unleashed. You're never going to guess where I am at. I am actually at T2-3D in Orlando. It's our last day here. Before we begin, I'd like to give a huge shout out to my supporters, because the first one's going to be Lyft for $15 off your first ride with Lyft. Type in our code TUMP for your $15 off your first 3 rides, $75 per ride. Also, check out Weeds Productions and Dine Art Studios. Use our code OMI for 5% off, and they will hook you up and take care of you and all that stuff. So hey guys, I'm here on our last day at T2-3D. It's going to be very missed and very loved. Been wanting to get out here for a while. I'm going to be taking you guys to the queue and kind of down memory lane. I do want to show you guys something that's just near and dear to me. This special hallway here is where Open Mind Industries started. This is a VIP hallway. There's nothing weird about it. This is where me and John came up with Open Mind Industries, and for those of you listening on the podcast, yeah, you can't see it, but definitely check out the audio. This is the hallway where we take our VIPs through, and we take them in and they see the show. That'll be our hallway. This is the VIP hallway, but this is where Open Mind began. This is where the ideas for Open Mind Industries began, and we decided, let's do it, man. Let's do the crazy idea of, doing a company, making 3D parts, and just developing. And this is where the venue, where it all started for me. It's sad, but at the same time, it's exhilarating to be going to something new and leaving a team and where I grew and my lead and everybody. So it's kind of sad, but it's kind of a good thing also. And I just kind of want to take you guys down memory lane of what it's been like. So you walk down here, you'll be going into our pre-show area. This is our salad bar where you would get your glasses. This venue was built in about '96. A lot of memories in here, a lot of just disasters, a lot of people coming through this place and just loving it, hating it. And the number one question we always would get would be, what is it? Ride, show, what have you. We'd always have to explain, no, it's a live show. Takes about 25 minutes, yada, yada, yada. And the show still holds up today. So, I'm just going to show you guys down memory lane for me. I'll be running here today pretty much all the way till 4:30. And I'm going to take you guys up a little bit closer to our stuff. So I'm excited today. It's the last day. Like I said, I'm excited for everybody to move on in the company here at Universal. And as you see, pre-show doors. But yeah, this is where Open Mind started. Literally, sorry about that. I had to push my glasses up a little bit. Without being here with John, I would have never, started the company. We would have never thought of ideas of looking at people, crutches, wheelchairs, stuff like that. But that all the way right there, you guys saw, and that's literally where we began. And it's been like a little crazy week for me a little bit. The 3D printer, the DaVinci 1.0, just crapped the bed last night. From what I found out with 3D printing news, guys, there is a fault in the fuse behind the board. I think it's J9. I did some research last night. The same damn fault I had before. The DaVinci 1.0, as much as I love XYZ printing, that printer has given me so many headaches, from a short, in the wiring harness to the Z motor or X motor, whatever it was back then, to this now again happening. So I think I'm gonna I have 2 motherboards now. Instead of spending the $120 for a new motherboard, if it's just that issue, I'm just gonna freaking jump it, and hopefully everything does function. But yeah, let me take you guys around the queue here and kind of take you guys down memory lane. So that kind of is, what's been going on with 3D printing news. We're working on CAD. We also have some awesome news about we are getting officially trademarked. So it's in the USPTO. So Open Mind Industries will be officially trademarked to us. Everything looks good. We're just waiting on clearance from the USPTO. Like I said, we did have a GoFundMe up. It's still up there. It's called Making This Official. I will put a link in the podcast and a link to all my supporters in the podcast. So yeah, I want to check that out. These are the glasses that we use. These cost about 98 cents a pair. Today we don't even care if we lose any of them, to be honest with you. It's our last day. I was officially scheduled here. Then you can see the venue, you hear the audio and what it sounds like. They were gearing up for something new. They really were. Looks like today it's going to be a dim day. The light bulb here is dim, stuff like that. What I'm walking in right now is what they call the express queue. This queue is for people who, have the express or an ECV, stuff like that. We take them through there and take care of them. A few of my friends will be here. Maurice will be here taking a lot of photos. So I've been taking you guys through here. For some people, they're like, I don't know, I want to go see Terminator. Well, today is kind of the last hit or miss day of this place. So either you come see it or you don't. And, I'm going to miss the venue. Like I said, I'm going to miss the people more. The people were amazing to me and great, phenomenal. It's kind of weird. I always thought this thing here, guys, was like somebody just scraped on it, with like a marker. But then I realized like somebody would have just sat bored here and they just took a Dremel and they just kind of like, I'm going to go against the metal and just grind against it. And I don't know if I'm correct, I don't know if I'm wrong, but I think it's a cool kind of piece here. So you can just tell how dated the venue is, but it's such a fun venue. Good people. If you guys want more about the Terminator 2 venues or anything like that, check out hopeofthefuture.net. Maurice Hughes runs that site. He is amazing. He is actually here all the way from Norway. Made his trip here immediately, like once he just got off vacation and then had to come back. So he was the fan I was telling you guys about previously in the podcast. He literally had to ask his boss and literally left, told his wife, like, hey, I gotta go. And his wife was cool enough to say, hey man, you can go. I know it's important to you. And he's met the crew and he's met the staff. Everybody here has been amazing to him. So I'm glad he's really enjoying it. He's been quizzing us a lot about things we don't know. We all thought Terminator Japan was closed. Well, apparently it's not. It's still operational. It holds about 750. We hold about 708 people per show. Not sure if we're going to hit that today. I doubt it. Research and development. So the venue, like I said, was built in about '96. It's very, very dated, very, very fun. Just very open designed. We've had some big shows in here. It was absolutely amazing. Like we've had a day where we had, I think, about 12 shows straight, completely full. So that was 708 people every 30 minutes. No, not every 30 minutes. We'd have them every 20 minutes. So every 20 minutes we'd have a full show. So we were already at our pretty much maximum for the day. These queues here are extension queues. They come from the lobby here. You can really see this venue has seen better days. We don't know what it's going to be. We're excited. We're hoping it's going to be a great venue. I got a photo I want to show you. The shuttle there, Skynet Cyberdance Systems. I'm going to show you guys something real quick. Kind of looks like Tom Cruise on a phone holding a baby, but it's not. It's not Tom Cruise holding a baby. I don't know if y'all can see that. Or I might be wrong. That might be Tom Cruise holding a baby. Who knows? Those big ass cell phone. So this is the main queue. Like I said, not a very big queue at all. You would originally come through here, up this way, around the bars. How many people have knocked this chain down? A gajillion people have knocked this chain down. Somebody decided to put magnetics here for safety reasons. So people think, okay, well, I'm going through Express here, this line here, and then coming back through. And we're like, no, please don't jump over the chain. And they jump over it and end up knocking it down, and they never put it back up. So we have to run from where we are over here to over here. And I'm sorry about the video. It's going to be really weird if you're watching the video podcast of this. But I didn't know how better to shoot this with my selfie stick, my selfie thing that I printed off of Thingiverse. So this is that from that. But literally, they jump over the chain here. I've had people trip over the bars here, you know, stuff like that. I was telling Maurice and his sister a couple funny stories about it, you know, the venue, what the weirdest stuff we've had. And, you know, they're like, wow, that really happened? Like, oh yeah. The one thing his sister asked me was like, does anybody get sick here? We're like, oh yeah, a lot. And it's not due to the Terminator, it's just due that you get off a ride and you're not feeling well. So this door is back on. This door fell down, came literally off on one of my leads. Somebody in an ECV hit it and knocked it literally off the hinges. How strange is that? And yes, getting ready to go over to Gringotts. Be their last day of doing that. So if you guys were to enter Cyberdyne Systems here, you go through these doors here. This side is Express. This side is regular. So you go down this way. Express will be going down this way. And I'll walk you guys through it. So pretty much, let's say we're going through Express. You go up here. We are in the future. And then you cut through here. And people always, like I said, as they walk through here, they're like, where do I go? And guys, there is an Express sign. So people who come here, they're like, dude, where's Express? Am I supposed to go straight? Yes, go straight, please. So what they usually do is they usually come here and they see that this line is shorter. Now this is a regular line. So sometimes we'll tell people like, hey, yeah, you can go down this side here. It's a lot faster for you. They don't really believe us, but you know, it is what it is. They kick down this chain here. As you guys see, a chair will cut through an ECV, and you can't curve around all the bars there. They get stuck, and we've had to rescue a few people from there. But they kick down this chain. Nevertheless, you know, and yes, all of this has been full before. We're not really sure how today is going to be. Like I said, it's the last day, and you know, it's summer. I already have some performers texting me this morning and saying, hey man, you gonna be here? I said, yeah. So you go down this way. I'm walking really slow. I think these keypads are really cool. I really wish that they worked. It would be cool if you could swipe your ID in them, but they never do work. I think back in the day they had power to them, or something. Like they just cut all the power. Fun story about the venue, Sharp Aquas. We actually got free TVs from them because they sponsored us for a while, and Terminator 2 was presented by Sharp Aquas. That's why you see all the Sharp TVs. We had big. This was when like flat screens were just coming out. So, and you come around this turn here. This would be the most extended for Express, if you had Express. The cameras actually do work. These cameras actually did function. There's two that actually, we could actually watch the audience as they were in here. This is your extended queue. Sorry about the video, guys. If you're watching a video podcast, it's going to be weird, and I'm talking weird, so you would go through this here, if you're doing regular, or just take a Express, you come on through here. And everybody else is like, why am I waiting in this line? Well, this is what we call fill the queue. So we just fill this up, with extended queue. So we have more people. And you'd walk, and you'd walk. Now the weirdest part people do, and this is a fun little tidbit that I kind of like, people love, you have to send this side down, so you're trying to cut the queue here down with the express queue, and people don't realize that there's glasses on both sides for the safety visors. We've had some funny stories where people are like, safety visors, these almost gave me a heart attack. So they are the cheap polarized 3D glasses. So express would go down here, ACVs, wheelchairs, including myself, would go down here. It's just for fun. Like, this is the only part of the Spanish thing that we would add, so just please pick up your glasses. They took down the clock. The one clock that we had there never worked. So you see how we load this thing? It goes through here. So, yep, and you walk down the queue. Got somebody coming in checking all the trash cans. Got a park services person here. Don't want to get her on camera in case she doesn't want to be on camera. I always thought this dude here was awesome. I always look at the people like that photos, and I'm just like, where do they get these photos? There go the lights. This was a pre-queue that we had from the old version of the show. Now, for those of you who know or Terminator fans, we were supposed to go to Terminator Genesis when Genesis came out. What happened? Somebody didn't check the contracts with the studio. So Universal decided, oops, so they had to pull everything out. So for our pre-show for about 1 to 2 days, about a week, Ollie. About a week, we literally had Terminator Genesis inside the pre-show. That's why you hear the audio is different, stuff like that. If you watch the original videos to T2 3D, you'll hear a different audio, different cues, stuff like that. So, a robot with thing in his hand, wrench. Robots are the future, which they are. I mean, I use 3D printing to build things that are, letting me hold the damn camera. So, like I said, these chains were put up about a few months ago. We didn't know we were shutting down at all, so this just stops people from going past these lines here, into the show here, into the pre-show. I will take you into pre-show in just a moment. I don't know when they're doing tech run. They might be doing tech run. I don't want to divulge, like I said, anything that I shouldn't be, but that's why I'm in the queue talking on the podcast and having some fun. Like I said, it's going to be about 8 years here, having a lot of fun with my team. All of my team was like, what are you doing today? I was like, I'm going to report a podcast in here and just kind of, talk about stuff I've done. But yeah, that would be, you'd come down here on this side here, and then you'd go on this side here for your regular side. And when you see a lot of chairs here, that's like the one thing everybody here is just like, oh, how many chairs? You got like 7 chairs, and you got to load them early and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much how you would get to the queue. The show takes about 25 minutes. Sorry for the video, I keep pushing my glasses for some reason. Japan, apparently we found out yesterday from our website, it's about 30 minutes. And Maurice kind of explained to us that Kimberly Duncan, he actually gave me something from Japan, really cool. Gave me a Kimberly Duncan doll and a 100 killer keychain and exo skull, and oh man, it's awesome. I'll have to show it to you, put it on my Instagram. You guys will love it. It's like looking at it. I tried printing out my nameplate the other night, but the printer locked up on me, so I'm gonna have to get that fixed tonight or tomorrow. Just gonna figure out what the heck the issue is and just get some soldering done. But yeah, over there, I guess apparently they hold 750. So we hold 700, so they hold a few more than we do. Japan has all 6 robots apparently that I'm not know. Sorry, it's early morning too. Yeah, I think I'll have to get the facts for you on that one, but check out Maurice's site. He'll definitely walk you guys through that and how much, how each show is. But this one is about 25 minutes long. People do not want to wait for 25 minutes. They hate it. They're like, what the, you know? I don't want to wait, 25 minutes for a show, man. Like, is it worth it? Is it worth it? And like the sad part is you have to say yeah. And the thing is, most people, like, they turn away the show and they're thinking, okay, well, it's just a freaking 3D show. Well, no, it's got live actors in 3D, and that's what makes the show unique, even though it was done back in '96 and it's been updated, with new projectors and stuff like that. Now, our 3D has gone out horribly. The 3D animation has been very, very bad, not very good at all. I mean, there's some shows where, like, you can tell why the show is shutting down. There's things that we really could update and they don't want to due to pricing reasons and stuff like that. Where we're not digital or anything like that. Jimmy Fallon, the one I'm going to, is all digital, HD glasses, all that kind of good stuff. So, it is what it is. I mean, the venue really held up for what it was, and amazing. For the time, for the budget, for what they were using it for. Still is. People still walk out with cheers, going, "Is a bike in today? Is a bike not working today? Why didn't my chair drop? Why didn't this drop?" And you're like, "Dude, I don't know." And that's the weird thing. You don't know. Yeah, it's the building's glitch, 3D printers glitch, GoPro's glitch. The other day I tried doing the podcast, the GoPro glitch, the recorder glitch, this glitch, that glitch. It was a pain in the ass, so. Just memory lane here. I want to go into what I've seen here. Somebody actually pooped in the queue once. When I was walking back, I could take you guys back to the spot, but I already walked past it. And I think my second year here, I literally was told, "Oh my God, you got to go out. You got to go out to the queue." I'm like, "Why? I don't want to go to the queue." And they're like, "Just go and take a look. Go and take a look. Go and take a look in the extended queue out here where I took you guys." And somebody must have dropped their drawers and just let it out. I'm just like, really? You couldn't, I think the funnest thing we found here was panties and a bra. And some girl's bra, like literally bra, was sitting on a chair. We think her boyfriend took it off or she took it off. I think just, long day and just forgot about it. It was just hilarious. Hilarious. So, yeah, that's a fun story about this place. Oh man. So these are the trays. Looks like nobody really stocked last night. They really don't give a crap. So that's kind of cool that they don't really give a crap. Or they've already pulled trays this morning. Looks like they already pulled trays. There should be 2 trays here, but looks like they already pulled them for the morning to be put in the show. I would take you guys in the theater, but I don't know if I have clearance to do that for the podcast. I don't know when they're going to be doing Tech Run for the final to last show. Bada bing, bada boom, card access. They had to keep putting this thing back on. I just see this is a new printed Cyberdyne logo. Somebody kept killing this bad boy off. I have no idea why. I know why, because you'd want it, but authorized personnel, only lasers. I'm going to take you guys into the pre-show. Yep, trays of glasses right there. What time is? This is the pre-show where you would go into the show here. For those of you listening to the podcast, we have played the biggest game of tag in here. Also red light, green light, stuff like that. I always loved the lights in here. This used to be all carpeted years ago, but they took it all out. So, Grateful Life Grip. When it rains though, man, you get the Stunkin comes out here. These screens used to be with I think 6 screens in them, and that was back in the day. Each screen cost about $2,500. So they ended up going with projectors, DLP. Projectors thing. I think they're using Optima. Projectors. This is our pre-show. You'd walk in, there's scanners over here that you'd walk up to. So the best part about this venue, and the biggest thing that they added, was you would be able to get scanned when you go through. So it counts you as you're walking through. Pretty accurate. Sometimes shit has breaking down, and they'd have to fix them. They don't exist. Some of the scanners do not exist anymore. That's the problem with an older venue, man. It's like technology develops so fast. Like the GoPros, man, they're now on GoPro Hero 6, and you're like, oh, my favorite logo of all time. Yeah, I want to steal this, but they won't let me. Got the back door here, which everybody likes to escape out of because they get nervous and scared that they think the show is actually real. And a lot of guests have asked us that, hey man, Kimberly, is Kimberly really like that? And we're like, no, she's far worse. Man, she doesn't give us paid days off. She doesn't give us anything. And people are like, what? Like, nah, dude, she's far worse. So here's the up front look. I thought you would stand in and watch. I walked through here yesterday. I freaking lost my ID in here too. And yeah, I had to get a new one, stuff like that. Curious if anybody turned it in, but I doubt it. Probably some guest was trying to get on rides with it and like, I'm this guy. No, you're not that guy. You look nothing like that guy. That guy's crippled. Good memories in here, great memories in here. So many people, so much fun. We've had things from Saudi princes and to like celebrities coming here. And the funny part is, and it's just like, they still love the show. I mean, the show still holds up. But it's time, it really is time. We are really degrading badly. The building needs to be refurbished badly, but it's sad. We're just kind of curious what they're sticking in here. I mean, it was time for us to go. I mean, when California closed, it was time. California's was much better though than ours. California had like LCDs up here on the thing here where it should have been. So it would say like, welcome to the future, please stand right here, stuff like that. We don't have any of that. We were like, I think the second venue or first venue. I don't remember what we were, but yeah, I think we were the first venue, but I don't remember. Don't hold me to that. Like I said, I started back here in 2008, 2009, so I spent a lot of time here. A lot of good memories with people, and got to ride the bike twice. That was awesome. But yeah, it's gonna be a weird day. I'm hoping to record some stuff, get some awesome photos for you guys. But I wanted to take you guys on my journey and stories of what goes on around here. What was it like? You keep talking about T2 all the time. Why? Well, it was kind of my home. It's kind of where Open Mind started. Without me and John meeting up, and John getting meeting an awesome boss, Patrick, my boss Patrick. John would have never became my lead. We would have never thought about Open Mind Industries doing 3D crutches, hand grips, stuff like that. We would have never thought about ideas, R&D lab, stuff like that. Somebody's walking through now. So I'm guessing they're about to do tech run, so I'm gonna get out of here so I don't get any copyright infringement. Abductions that are walking through. Should I do it? Should I do it for myself? Hold 708. Alright, let me get out of here. Hello. So, I think I'm about to call it, guys. It's going to be a busy morning. And just so you guys know, that is a trash can. We're about to open this building and do it up. And I want to wish you guys all the best. Happy cyber dining. Happy everything. Everybody is curious what's going on. Me holding a damn camera. So, I'm going to call it. And I'm going to wish you guys the best. And keep an open mind. And in the word of Arnold, I know now why you cry. Alrighty guys, keep an open mind. Hopefully this was fun. just fun stuff I do around the venue. You should be seeing some of our posts, stuff like that, later. Maurice has got some really good stuff with the robot, stuff like that. Don't know if he's going to show everything. But wish if some of you guys couldn't be here and Terminator fans, we'll have videos, photos, and shit like that. But alright, guys, I'm going to get out of here. You guys keep an open mind. I will talk to you later. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for joining me for this amazing journey and supporting us and all that good stuff. And check out my supporters, help me out, do some stuff. We also have an Amazon link up there, so if you want to click on that and help us out and support us, that'd be great. GoFundMe's still up there, but right now we are good to go with Trademark. Everything is good to go, and we'll see where she goes. But I want to wish you guys all the best. And like I said, I know now why you cry. Have a good one. See ya.